Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to dash off a quick video because we are living through a really exciting time right now, and there have been some recent developments that affect all job seekers and all professionals, very recent developments that really deserve to be talked about, and attention really needs to be called. It's long, long, long overdue. So, very recently, I mean, right before I recorded this video, Amazon has shared news that they are officially banning their hiring managers and recruiters from asking about the salary histories of their prospective candidates. That's a big deal. It's one thing to say, well, it's not really our practice to ask. It's another thing to absolutely come out and formalize it. So number one, kudos to them for doing that. Number two, what does that mean for the other workers out there besides the 500 million or so, half a million or so people employed by Amazon? Well, they join this chorus of other companies, a lot of tech companies like Facebook and Google, that are also adopting this policy and saying, hey, look, you know what? The damage wrought by pushing people to reveal what they made at their previous job, whether it's relevant or not to what they're after, that needs to stop, because ultimately that insight that we gain is not worth the lack of trust, the lack of good faith trust going into that process. And ultimately, it's impacting us because we're losing out on quality talent. That's really what it is. Those of us in hiring have been saying similar things for a long time. We've been saying this is hurting you more than it's helping you, but it is really another thing to see it happen in one fell swoop. Okay, one other piece of fact, and then I'm going to tie it into how exactly this affects you, okay? Beyond these companies that we're talking about right now, several states have also, at this point, said, we are banning this practice, all right? You are not allowed as an employer to push or certainly force some other prospective person who wants a job with you to reveal their salary details. We know that all that does really is drive down their offer, and how much money you make. That's just the truth of it. So certain states, Oregon, Massachusetts, Delaware, New York City, Philadelphia, all right, they have banned asking that question. Now, a company like Amazon has taken things a little further, and they said not only can you not ask, but you're not even allowed to use things like LinkedIn Recruiter to find that salary information, which is amazing, truly amazing. Okay, what does all of this mean? There is a huge school of thought out there that is meant to prepare people for ways to dodge and counteract being asked that salary history question. All of that is really good. In fact, I teach people how to do that because I want you to be prepared. I want you to know what's the back and forth here, and if you do need to give a number, how to give what's called a fully loaded number that still leaves padding. But in the light of everything that's going on here, I just want to let you know that you are fully, certainly if you're within one of these states like Oregon, Massachusetts, Delaware, New York City, Philadelphia, if you're interviewing for Amazon or Facebook, let's say, awesome. You don't even expect, to be asked those things. But if you don't, and let's say you live in one of those states, or if you don't and you live in and you're working in the tech sector, or even if you're not, just the fact that the tide is turning in this way should allow you to think about it from a point of view of, maybe I'm just going to say I don't feel comfortable with it. Other states have also signaled that they don't feel comfortable with it. And other major companies have signaled that they don't feel comfortable with it. I also don't feel comfortable with it. And you can frame that from a point of view of, I want us to have a more productive conversation. You can frame it from a point of view of, I want to see how we progress and the value that I can provide before we get into the numbers. But you can really just bring this up. You can bring up the fact that this is changing, and this has already changed. And soon it really will be banned across our entire working world for all intents and purposes. And that is an amazing day indeed. It's an amazing day for people like you, people like me, independents, individuals, people who can't hide behind some corporate banner or logo. And we still have to hustle and create the greatest lives for ourselves. This is a powerful step in the right direction. It is a powerful piece of good news. And I wanted to share that with you guys today. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.